Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is TituElite and we are back in Best Serve Gold episode number 5, the last one of this week, and the day number 5 here in our case 0 of our investigation. We've got 2 suspects here, 3 in fact, but I don't think this guy had anything to do with it, Peter Wagner. And then we've got 2 more customers. So let's start with the suspects, shall we? And let's start with Peter Wagner. Hello, Peter. Well, look is still open. In a world of dwindling light, you are a beacon in the night. Oh, you rhyme. I don't plan on closing anytime soon. Let's catch up, just like the old days. Okay, do we know his favorite drink? Yeah, cold winter. Let's offer him a drink then. Yeah, a drink, Peter? Maybe just one. You don't want my lips loosening. Who knows what I always say. Yeah, let's do the cold winter. He likes that. He's going to be a little bit tipsy, but let's get some confidence with him. And let's try not to screw, like I did in yesterday's episode. That was a major screw last episode. But for starters, we start well, man, here. Cold winter is ready for Peter. He should like that. Indeed. Excellent. In a good mood. This career is starting to make sense. You have talent. Okay, we've got 2 questions that we can do, and let's do it. How's work these days? Good, although I'm being real careful who I talk to these days. Trust is hard-earned. You feel the same? Sure. I'll be straight with you when the time is right, but we ain't close as we used to be. Let's take things slow. I do. Okay, so we need more from him, more affection. Criminal background, so between us, I assume you never went legit? Let's both assume I'm not in the mood for this conversation right now. Ask me again when your words are as sweet as the booze. Okay. Let's present some evidence. Like this lighter. Nice lighter. You want to give me as a gift? Customer of the week. Do you smoke, Peter? Huh. You seen me smoke. You gave me this lighter 5 years back when we hit up that train depot. And by gave I mean I pocketed it when you wasn't looking. Oh, you stole it. He pulls out a basic disposable lighter. You recognize it immediately. You always bought the cheapest one. You noticed it's still full of fluid. It's almost full 5 years later. Did you quit? He cracks a smile and you catch yourself looking at his dimples instead of his scar. Wish I did, but nah. I use matches this day actually. Why? Because I'm a firm believer in luck. Okay, we've got some clues. And this is my lucky charm nowadays, especially after what happened at a train depot job. I see. Did you ever try to quit? Many times. Look, I'm trying to cut down, but in this line of work, you gotta keep your nerves steady. What's with all these smoking questions? The killer smokes. You smoke, bartender. Do I? You better make sure this new job doesn't make you forget who you really are. Play your role too well, and you might forget you are part of a show. Okay. So let's present with the syringe now. Yes. A coward's weapon. The kind of person who kills like that, they are the real monsters. Well, I won't go home, but I can't stay here. Make sure you don't get into any mischief when I'm gone. That's my job. Okay, will do. Bye, Peter. For now. Alina Dragos. Hello, what What does a girl need to do to get a drink around here? Evening, Alina. Let's catch up on all the gossip. Okay, do we know what she likes? We do. Poison drop. It is. Okay. So let's offer her a poison drop. Let's not try to screw it. Need a drink, Alina? Yes, get me drunk. Well, drunk, you had to have a 6. But I still need your affection, man, so I'm going to do a poison drop. Nice. Let's screw that up. Perfect mix. Come on, give me more affection with her. Nice. Oh, I'm enjoying this one. Delicious. Okay. The nightcap. How are you finding? No. I'm not going to ask if she's single. She wants to marry a rich guy, so... how do you are finding your time here? We've got 4 action points, so I can ask these 2 questions and then present with the evidence. Let's do it. Pleasant crowd, mostly. There's a few people here that I'm not on great terms with, but it's a bar, so that's to be expected. Who? I'd rather not get into it, honestly. Do I know? I'm not going to push. Right. Now the victim. What do you know about Natalia Reed? I'm not talking about that evil fluzzy. I'm here to have a good time. Alina seems very guarded about the topic. She also seems to know something. Perhaps she's more talkative when drunk. Yeah, okay. So no more questions for now. Let's present some evidence to her. Like the lighter. Confirm. Don't just show me a photograph of a lighter. Is there something you want to know? Ask. Do you smoke, Alina? She glances over her shoulder, scanning the bar to ensure nobody is within hearing distance. I don't smoke at all. I agree with Maria. It's a terrible thing to do. Her initial reactions tells you there's more to this story. Perhaps she's willing to share more when she feels more comfortable with you, around you. Sure, I believe you. I don't, but okay. And the syringe. The syringe is a smoking gun to her. A photograph of her syringe? What's this about? Know anything about it? Too much. I saw plenty of those at the hospital back when I was working as a nurse. You were a nurse? Sometime before my dad earned our fortune, I worked at the Bukovie hospital. Those syringes were used every day over there. I switched jobs last year and became an assistant for Dr. Duran. She's Killian's mom, if you've met him. While working there, I noticed she uses the exact same ones. For whatever reason, she locks them in a cabinet. Did you have access to them? Of course I did. I think she locked them away because of Killian. I returned the key the day I quit the job, though. Strange topic, syringes. I'm just glad I never have to use them now that I'm happily unemployed. Glad your fortune changed. Wait, is that the time? I should get going. See you later. Okay, now you. Bartender, we meet again. We do. What's the subject of the day? Do we have any questions? No. 2 actions, but let's offer him a drink. Nevertheless, do we know what does he like? Yeah, mint punch and another one that I still don't know. Probably with mint. Need a drink, Killian? What else would I be here for? The ambience? So he likes the mint punch. He's going to get drunk at 4. Something with mint then. Mint. It's 5. 5 is going to be very drunk. So I'm not going to take that chance. I'm going to give him a wake-up call. Why not? Let's try. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't screw this around. Nice. Woo. That was tough, but I did it. He will get drunk. I could get used to this. And he's drunk now. Excellent. Is this your favorite? No, it's not. Besides the mint punch. Okay. So now that you are drunk, let's present you with this. Those syringes are kept in a safe place and I'm not allowed near them. Only my mother and her assistant can use them. I bet... okay, nothing special. Well, he's drunk. Maybe I can ask you this. But I think I've already did this, but I'm going to try it nevertheless. Yeah. You don't have to, you know. Yeah. No, it's the same conversation, man. It's exactly the same conversation. Okay. So, this one. What in the godness are you talking about? You're talking absolute rot. I won't indulge in this baseless speculation. Okay. What else? Maybe about Alina? Let's see what he has to say about that. No, that can't be. Alina, she's a decent sort, and she turned the keys in when she quit, and the locks were changed. Maybe the blonde victims? Blondes? I love blondes. Another reason this killer must be stopped. I don't get home soon, my mother will lock me up. Bye. Bye. Okay, 2 more patrons here. And of course, Hugo Mertens, the detective. Hello, Olivia. It has been quite a day for me. More negotiation, more drama, more rehearsals. Exhausting. Makes a woman crave a cold drink and a deeply comfortable chaise longue. I can help with one of those. And she liked that. Nice. She presses her long fingers together, her mouth is slightly agape and she leans in close. The maid girl, the one that works in the hotel, Clara, avoid her. She's what I would describe as trouble. I once saw her fighting with a known criminal, and not just any criminal either, one of those henchmen of a certain mob boss. Which mob boss? I shouldn't say, but it starts with a K and ends with a Arla. A dangerous woman and a threat to everyone. I like this establishment, and I quite like Vincent when he's sober. I wouldn't want Clara attracting trouble. She leans back in her chair, the serious look on her face now replaced with a serene smile. That's all I need to say on the matter. I trust we understand each other. Right. This place must be dull without me. What, if anything, have I missed? Okay, we've got a lot of questions that we can ask her. Okay, we can start by the preferences. What sort of drink do you like, Miss Carmine? Something refreshing, fruity and adventurous. The Pirate Joy is my usual go-to. Specific? I'm specific sort of woman. I love a little story with my drink, and the pineapple undertones take away some of the bitter taste. What sort of story? Supposedly the original recipe was invented by none other than a pirate captain. Talk about a lucky crew. Interesting. This place must have been dull. Yeah. Okay, so you like pineapple. So let's try something. Need a drink, Miss Carmine? Daring of you to ask. Yes, pour me something fabulous. So you like the Pirate Joy, and that won't make you drunk. Something with pineapple. I don't see pineapple anywhere. Only the Pirate Joy. So let's try to give her an Eastern Ruby. We know Vincent likes this one, and that will make her drunk. So let's try it. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Nice, you like that. A very nice flavor, darling. Good work. This place must... yeah. Is this your second favorite? It's not. But you are drunk. So... I've got 4 questions to ask, and let's start by telling me about yourself. Bartender, I thought you'd never ask. I'm an actress, opera singer, budding radio host, etc., etc. Tell me about this radio show. Ah, my favorite subject. I'm so glad you asked. The radio is so new and exciting. Olivia Lindsay's perking up in her chair. She wants to make sure that you are soaking up every word. Precisely. I've already been on air as a guest, but my new show will be a bit of a news, a bit of gossip, and most of all, an advice column all of my own. I think I can teach my listeners a great deal about boys' taste, tact, and how to live with just a little bit more extravagance. I've noticed the young generation, well, younger than me, have lost the gall that defined them. Why is that? That's a question for the scholars, those with minds sharper than mine. Although, if I were to guess, I'd say he has to do something to do with how quickly Bukovie advanced in the last 30 years. Obviously, I was a child, nay, an infant when the boom happened. From what I understand, there was such a sharp influx of money into Zara that we created an uneasy mix of industrial giants and lucky speculators flooding into the same social spaces as the established aristocracy. Killian's parents are one of that crowd, and they are tasteless as they come. They have money and power, but lack the graces, the decorum, the sense of permanence that we have. We? Well, figuratively speaking, Killing has the wealth of a sultan, but the demeanor of a grain store supervisor. Though that's just my opinion. You'll hear me expound on my views more eloquently on air next week. She winks, taking the last sip of her drink. There's something about the shroud look she gives that catches you off guard. I suppose you'll need to listen to learn more. Maybe? This place must have been dull without me. Yeah. Okay, so let's ask the other things. The acting. How did you get into acting? I've always been an actress. My parents raised me in the theater, so acting came natural as breathing. Seems like quite the advantage. Theater is all nepotism. I've seen women almost as talented as me mangling clothes at the laundrette. If you think you are the first to tell me I benefit from my upbringing, I can assure you I already know. But I once saw a roof tiler who needed no ladder. He was 7 foot tall. We all have our advantages. Just because the rails were in place did not mean the locomotive was guaranteed to run. Many have the same track ahead of them and never leave the station. Make sense? I'm an actress, opera singer, bungee ride, etc, etc. Okay, so now we can ask about the opera. How did you learn to sing? Learn! I was born with talent, but I spent most of my youth on stages honing and developing my voice. My mother was also an opera singer, so I suppose she was my teacher in many ways. Fascinating. I'm an actress, yeah. So, actually, never mind. No, the speakeasy. Aren't you risking a lot by being here? Life's a risk, darling. Well, for some anyway. For me, not so much. Just for the other people. That particular type of frown will give you some very deep-set wrinkles. If you must worry, so save your worry for your own problems, not other people. Look, I doubt this place will be discovered, and if it is, well, imagine the press. Olivia Carmine, thrown in the slammer, locked up, prison for life. Gosh, there would be riots for my release. You seem very confident. I'm kidding you, obviously. No, I doubt I'll get more than a slap on the wrist if I'm caught. Make sense? Okay. And let's talk about the father and then about the victim. Do you know Father Lacey by any chance? Yes, I know him well. He's a priest. Does it seem strange that two people so different share the same speakeasy? Not particularly. Well, it's not my place to say, but I don't think he's keeping his vows if he's coming here. And he's just such a drag, sitting there clutching his little drink. It's looking at a child crying at their own birthday party. He was so stoic a few months ago. He's thoroughly morose now. I've asked him what's wrong, but he doesn't like to answer. It's not like I can tell anyone either. Oh yes, I keep seeing Father Lacey at the secret speakeasy we share. I hope he cheers up soon and goes back to his old self. He's always been a big old sad sack, but his droopy face is making the floor tiles sad. Let's hope. Okay. And now about the victim. Natalia, I met her a few times while I drank at the Hotel Jubilee, before the prohibition, obviously. Really? Oh, she also frequented the theater. I don't blame her, but what I do blame her for is all the noise. She would drink a lot during the intermission and occasionally cause a bit of a scene. Ah, I see. Her name did pop up now and then in conversation with my fellow socialites. She was an accountant who dealt with a lot of the creative types, including my director. She would have been fired if she wasn't so popular with the clients. She formed strong bonds with them over strong cocktails. Interesting. Nonetheless, her death is a great shame. You should talk to Killiam about her. I imagine he'll be on the suspect list. Killiam loves a blonde. I should know. He tried to hit on you? I'm blonde, wealthy, easy on the eye. I have a pulse. I'm more than qualified for his affections. Interesting. Heavens, would you look at the time? I should get going. Your tab. Olivia winks at you, places the con down the table. The green is coy. She enjoys being caught as much as she enjoys getting away with it. Good night, Olivia. And finally, the owner, Vincent. Good evening. I wouldn't mind a sip of something after a long day of reading. Evening, Mr. Floor. Okay. Do we know what you like? Yeah, the Eastern Ruby. But then nothing. So let's serve him a drink. A drink, Vincent? Absolutely. Something timeless, please. So he likes the Eastern Ruby that don't make him drunk. Now I'm going to do the night count just to make him drunk. Why not? just to make him a little bit more loose with the words. Cool. Perfect mix. Delectable. Good job. And he's drunk. They say the conversation, the dying art. Yeah, did we find out your second favorite? We didn't. Okay. When did you open the bookshop? Bukovie Books has been there for over a decade now. Are you a fan of literature? I am. Nice, he likes that. I never took you for the educated sort. A mistake of my part, for sure. It's always nice to meet a fellow enthusiastic. The book depositories in this district are in shocking state. Nothing but grimy, lurry bestsellers and nothing of note from local writers. I enjoy foreign literature, but I fear with how the publishing industry operates, it's hard to notice the books that were created in our towns. Bukovie has a thriving literature scene, but is dying because of the influx of exotic, lightweight fiction. We both know I don't need to work, but a man has to have a hobby, and if that hobby is meaningless, then what's the point? Bukovie Golden Age was once cultural. Music, books, opera, but now our industrial might swells with our souls shrivel. I might be just a lowly bookshop owner these days, but stocking this place with the books I love means the world to me. Does that make sense? It makes sense. I see, likes that. Well, I'm glad we talked about this. I'm glad too. Okay, we've got still 2 actions with you, and I'm going to present both the lighter and the syringe. So let's do it. A fancy lighter, not exactly my taste. What is this about? Do you smoke, Mr. Floor? Doesn't everyone? We must make the most of the time we have and find joy where we can. Ideally with lots of fine little toasted tobacco, a choice of drinks and a friend to share it all with. I agree with that. I see, likes that. Never mistake a lack of vice for a virtue. The best people I know smoke, drink and love a good coffee. The worst men I ever met love decaffeinated coffee. Decaf only works if you throw it in someone's face. I'm not judging, it was just a question. Then yes, I enjoy the occasional cigar. I can't really help you with that lighter, I'm afraid. It's alright. And now, what about the syringe, Vincent? I beg your pardon, I have no idea what you are on about. Alright. Look at the time, I simply cannot linger any longer. I've slept on these shelves long upstairs before, and my back did not thank me. Good night. Okay. So, let's share with the detectives. With the detective. Do we have anything more? We don't. Do we know what he wants? He likes a wake-up call. Would you like a drink, Constable? I shouldn't, but perhaps just one won't hurt. Wake-up call is what he likes. That will make him drunk, and it's a sure thing, so let's do it! For sure. Great. Brilliant stuff, man. Ah, perfect. Well, as perfect as crime can be. Okay. Let's present things like this first. He likes blondes, not a rare preference, but it is interesting in this case. Doesn't this remind you of something we already learned? See what you can piece together. I'm prepared, yeah. Peter's matches. How touching. I hope you are not letting your story or your history with Wagner affect your judgment, Bartender. Of course not. Good. In that case, the fact he uses matches is certainly worth noting. It might be relevant. It's not an unreasonable deduction, one worthy of running by the people she socialized with. Test them out and see what more you can learn. But you still need a solid motive for Alina to kill the victim. Yeah, indeed. The same for Killian. Good work, Bartender. I'm willing to test this theory, but you'll need to provide me with a clear motive as well. Keep working. I'll see what I can dig up to. Okay. Nothing more, sir. Nothing more, sir. So, let's end the day. This day was kind of fast, so I'll do another day. Still in this episode. We'll do day 5 and 6. And okay, let's see if we can get things connected. Let's start by this. Oh, nice. All of Bukovie killer's victims have been blonde women, which Killian is known to have a preference for. When it comes to dating, it's possible he turns to murder when he doesn't get his way. Maybe. Maybe. We have to check that for sure. To try to connect all the dots here, why not? Okay, so what is left? Peter matches, okay. Nothing really. Okay, now the syringe. It shouldn't connect to anything else, but I'll check on that. Nevertheless, why not? Then the lighter. Why not really? Okay, and finally, it's only the broken heart killer. Which probably won't connect to anything else, but okay. We'll check on that, just to make sure that we are not going to miss anything. Okay, and as expected. So, let's end the day. Yes, let's get to day 6. Saturday. Okay, Clara, she's in a bad mood. Clara sits at the bar, but can't look you in the eye. She's quiet. You can tell that something's off about her. You are right, Clara. I don't want to sound paranoid, but someone is out there. Someone dangerous. What? When I left on Thursday, I think I think I was chased. Footsteps were coming towards me fast, so I ran. You were chased? Maybe. I'll talk more about it later if you are interested. But for now... Okay. What have I missed? Do we know what she likes? Copper bullet. Okay. So let me just prepare you a drink. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it around the table. Need a drink, Clara? Nothing too strong, I have to work tomorrow. It's going to be the copper bullet. Which you like. Excellent. So no suspects in our bar today, which is quite interesting. Oh damn, this is perfect, but don't let me have too many of this. I won't. What have I missed? Chase, can you tell me what happened when you were chased? Let me just get my thoughts straight. I'm not easily spooked, but I really feel like I was almost part of a real bad scene. Take your time. Well, when I left here on Thursday, I saw someone across the street in an alley lighting a cigarette with a match. Okay. When I walked past them, I turned and saw them creeping up on me. When I grokked there, were trying to keep out of sight, I started walking faster, but they followed fast. I can rumble with the best of them, but the Bukovie River is full of dames who had an inflated opinion of their martial prowess. Sifu told me the best way to defend yourself is with your feet. When you can run, you should run. When I got home, I started to doubt whether it really happened. Was I being paranoid? And when I thought about contacting the police, I knew all the questions they ask. What were you doing out so late, little lady? I heard you got into a fight with a criminal before. Is that right, officer? Yeah, but that was way back before Prohibition. Could it be the same person? Maybe. Why were you fighting? He was some goon henchman type. He groped me while I was working at the bar. He begged me for another dame who would just freeze up when he threatened me, just because I owned some money. Well, if he's gonna choose violence, I'll choose violence too. I dragged him out by the collar and dumped him on the street. Clara smiles in a way that shows she's boasting. She wants to show how capable she is of taking care of herself. Right. I worked on the road, so the risk is the same. If I don't work, I starve, so what option I got? Do you know who it was? I really didn't see them. There weren't any lights on the alleyway, so all I really saw was someone lighting their cigarette with a match. It getting me off light to see who it was. Not much to go on. Every time someone lights up near me now, I break out in a cold sweat. Probably just paranoia. Still, be careful. Okay, I'm going to ask you the same thing. And now I'm going to choose the other option. That's rough. The whole situation proper shook me up. I was gonna stay home tonight, but then... What did the person look like? I didn't see... Okay, so it's the same answer then. Okay. So no more questions we could ask her. So let's show her some clues, like... First, let's start with a lighter. A lighter? What's that got to do with me? You smoke, Clara? There's no way in Hades I can afford cigarettes. though I can swipe some from time to time from Norval, the bellhop. You steal them? Yeah, he's usually drunk on Monday mornings, so I can swipe them, but I'm sure as sugar can't buy any. And Norval is wising up, so it's getting harder and harder to nab some. Okay. The syringe. Cryptic. I don't think this is relevant. Let me think of someone else. Of something else. And let's talk about bitter matches. Nope. Oh wait, I have to work tomorrow. I gotta get some sleep, so good luck with the bar. Thank you. Night. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Maria. Hello, Maria. Good evening. Evening, Maria. Do I know what you like? Femme fatale. Okay. But let's ask it nevertheless. The femme fatale is nice, the spice slows you down, so you get the head spins without getting carried away. Interesting. Okay, she likes that. You can tell I don't drink much, can you? I can, but I don't judge. I appreciate that. Still, it's growing on me a tad. I don't know if that's a good thing. I prefer these cocktails to the beer my father drinks. I'd better not make it a habit, though. Your choice. Okay. So let's serve her a drink. The femme fatale. Need a drink, Maria? A drink can't hurt. And femme fatale would be enough to put her drunk. So let's do it. Good. I didn't watch any drink today, man. That's good. It's been a good episode. And she shouldn't have more affection towards us now. Indeed, we reached the first heart. Okay, good. That's lovely, thank you. Okay, we don't have any more questions, so let's show her some clues like the lighter. That's a lighter. Any reason you are showing me this? I was wondering if you smoked. Nah, I don't like the smell or the aesthetics. Unless you are a writer puffing away on a pipe while you hammer a typewriter or something like that. That's a look. Stay quiet. You still smoke? Well, I'm not taking back anything I said. Just quit. It's not easy. Maybe, but this world will kill you quick enough. We need to run faster towards the grave. That's a tad dramatic. I just don't understand people. If you know something is bad for you and you still do it, I just don't understand it. Yeah, another drink? Okay. Now the syringe. I don't know much about that, but you should ask Alina. Yeah. Blonde victims. Really? That's worrying. I need to warn Alina. We should chat. That's about it. Lover boy. Yeah, you got his number. That's killing, alright. She doesn't know this, probably, but I'm going to ask nevertheless. Oh yeah, Alina goes on about it. I don't know what to say to her anymore. And it's really late. I'm going to head home. I have something on tomorrow. Thanks for the drinks. You're welcome. Now, Wendy. Wendy Brooker. We meet again. Evening. What do you want to know, bartender? Okay, we don't have any more questions for you. We know that you like the evening prayer. So let's serve that to you. Need a drink, Wendy? I thought you never ask. The evening prayer. The evening prayer is a 5, so she'll get drunk. And that's what I'll be doing then. That's enough to get her drunk. That's good for me. And she should like us a little bit more. Great. You know how to pour a drink with some glamour. I never doubted you. Okay, so the same evidences. The lighter first. That's a fancy lighter and reminds me a bit of the one Killian carries around, though is far less ornate. You smoke? Only when I'm intoxicated. Is that often? Somewhat. It's a man's job to offer a lady one. That's why you keep them around, isn't it? Why are you asking? Are you offering? No. How cruel. What do you want to know, bartender? Let's ask about the syringe. Common sense has been chasing you, my darling. But you can run. Try to form thoughts more fully before you speak. I will try. Okay. Now the lover boy. Yes, that's Killian. A dog in heat has more decorum. And let's ask about the launch shots. Olivia was there. Common sense. No. God damn it. Ah, well, would you look at the time? I'm going to make my way home before the sun comes up. Good night, Wendy. And finally, Elliot, my prime suspect, but now it's a little bit more of a plot twist. I'm not really sure now. I'm back and I need a strong drink. Evening, Elliot. What do you need from me? Do we have any questions for you? Not really. Not really. And what about drinks? The mint punch. You need something strong. You don't like things fruity. So I'm going to give you something strong. This looks okay? Yes, yes, hurry up. So at 7 you will be drunk. So let me take a look at the 5s. Yeah, this is strong enough with no fruit. So it's going to be the evening prayer. Let's hope he likes that. Good. Not bad. As long as the glass is clean, I won't complain. Is that your second favorite? It is not. Okay. What do you need from me? Present you with evidence. First, the lighter. A lighter on the ground. People lose lighters all the time. What does this have to do with me? You smoke, don't you smoke, Elliot? All my life. Well, since school anyway. That makes 2 of us. Nice. That was the right answer. I was trying to fit in with the popular lads. I needn't have bothered. I'm not sure I have enjoyed it anymore, but what I really don't enjoy is the shaking of my hands when I can't find tobacco. If you have any tips for quitting that actually work, let me know. It would save me a great deal of money. I'll keep an eye out for some. Okay. What about the syringe, my friend? I don't know about the syringe. They are used by doctors and freely available at any pharmacy. What about the launch chats? Elliot, you are there. I didn't know Natalia Reed. I have no idea who she was. Elliot's brown is frowned and thought he's clearly perturbed. You have difficulty reading his emotion. You can stop lying now. What makes you sure I am lying? Someone saw you with her at the hotel. Elliot pauses for so long you are not sure he heard you. Squinting, he examines the empty glass like he holds the secret of the universe. Well, right, yes, Natalia, I knew her, but again, barely. We met once or twice while we were drinking. I might find her attractive to a degree. She made it very clear to everyone that my feelings were not reciprocated. Why did you lie? Because it was an embarrassing experience and I don't like to relive it. You are a bartender, it should be none of your business. Are you going to serve me or are you done? I'm done. Yeah, I don't have any more drinks to serve you, man. So, what can I ask you, man? Blonde. Natalia's death. Let's do that. Really? I don't know about that. I've got work tomorrow, so I'm going. See ya! See you, Elliot. Okay. So, only the detective is left. Let's present with the evidence. Evening. Yes. But first, I'm going to serve you a wake-up call. Just to get you a little bit drunk and, of course, you liking me better. So, wake-up call it is. That's the alarm clock. Indeed. Very cool, man. Oh, one. Cool. A perfect mix. Excellent. Ah, perfect. Well, as perfect as crime can be. And he's almost affection towards us. Okay. I don't have any questions, but I do have evidence to present to you. Namely the deduction. So let's first say that Clara was Chase. That's worrisome. This girl could have been in real trouble. Every day the killer runs free, another innocent could die. We need to speed up this investigation. At least it told us something. Our killer has resorted to using matches after losing their lighter. See what you can piece together with this new information. I'm preparing to answer, yeah. Broken Heart Killer by Killian. Interesting. I suggest you to run this theory by the people who know him. Let's chase up some leads and conduct more interviews. We could consider it, but I also need solid evidence that Killian had the means to kill the victim. Okay, finally. Elliot rejected. The sting of rejection can be a powerful motive. Well done. I get a feeling about this guy, but we'll need solid evidence. This must go before a judicar, so our case must be rock solid. For rejection to be a motive for murder, you need to have a short temper indeed. Try shaking the tree and see what falls out. Confronting him might do the trick. Yeah. Indeed. I think that's all. Yeah, it is all indeed. So, let's wave goodbye. And let's end the day and end the episode. But before I end the episode, let's try to piece together with the new information that we've got on this day 6. So I have to put this now a little bit more like this. Something like this. She's not a suspect, so let's put her here. Alina, on the other hand, is a suspect, so let's put her here. Elliot is a suspect, and Clara was chased. So, okay, we can start with Elliot. Probably it won't connect to anything, but you never know. Let's make sure we are thorough and exhaust every avenue of possibility here. Now I've got 2 mouse pointers. Okay. Oh! Okay, career criminals. Peter uses matches to light his cigarette, and Clara was recently chased near the crime scene by someone who does the same. Criminals do tend to return to the scene of their crime. Indeed, indeed, indeed. We can try to piece it together nevertheless. Just to exhaust our possibilities here. Almost there. Okay. The only thing left is the new information about Peter. This. Okay, cool. So we don't have any more deductions that I could do, so let's end the day. And Monday's episode we are going to start on day number 7 here in Best Served Cold, looks like with a few patrons as well. So maybe I'm going to do 2 days in one episode once again on Monday, but it's something we are going to find out Monday, because this episode on the other hand is done, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and leave me some comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. My name is TituElite. I hope you have a phenomenal weekend, and I hope to see you Monday for episode number 6 of this Best Served Cold game. I'm liking it, to be honest. Bye bye, and take care.